Yes, hello, beautiful people. Ah, welcome yet again to a new episode with me, Chris. Today we're going to talk about something really, really important. So, this has happened to me. In my last video, I talked about how it feels bad to fail an exam. Yeah. Let me sit down and try to see that we move on with this video right here. Let me hope you guys can see me and hopefully may the volume be really, really, really on point. So before I go on any further, I would like to greet you all um, from wherever you are, from wherever you're watching me from, and I would like to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. If you're almost sleeping, or by the time you watch this video, you're almost sleeping. So, yes, guys, my name is Laka Chris, for those who do not know. And yeah, um, so I would like to talk about the power that is in for encouraging people, even when they have lost. Yeah, in our African setting, whenever you're failing, people are criticizing you. They're criticizing you. They are judging you. They make you feel dull, and yet it's not that you're dull. No, it is just that you have not made it this time because of some reasons. Maybe there are some things that you did not do right. Maybe you did not, prepare well. More so in the examination bit, you know. But in most cases, here in Africa, they make you feel low. And this is really, really low, wrong, parents of Africa, or even some white parents. If you guys are doing this, it is it is never encouraging to someone. There's no way one can pull up their stockings to, make improvements here and there. They start feeling low. Their self-esteem, you know, can be lowered. You get what I'm trying to say? I told you I've never failed a serious exam. I've never failed a serious exam in my life until I came for this ACCA exam, and now I've so far failed twice. Not twice, actually. It's thrice because I failed the first time in September last year in 2024. I failed the December exam last year in 2024, and now I've failed one more in June. You get what I'm trying to say? And it's not because I am down. Because wait, I have been performing all the way in my college here in Africa. We call it university. During my university studies, I've never gotten a retake. Even when the paper was hard to the hardest, I would make it to the pass mark. You get what I'm trying to say? But this time around, things are not working out. Yeah, and maybe it's because of the approach I take. I don't know, because I read too much. I read too much that I do not think that I have to fail. It's never in my conscience, and it is never in anyone's conscience or in their wanting to be, at that point of failure all the time. Never, never, never. No one thinks about failure. No one is ever preparing for failure. But guess what? Life is never straight, not only in the examination world, even in our real life situations. Yeah? Things are always not going to go well. Even in business, there are harder times. There are times where you feel high, there are times when you feel low. Yeah? And I am a staunch believer in God. And somewhere in the Bible, in Ecclesiastes, yeah, the Bible says there is time for everything, and you should not always think that it is always going to be on a silver platter. Yeah. So you should expect to be tested to the nerve. And this is a situation I am going through, because I am wondering why this is really happening to me, yet I really, really do um, prepare for all this that I do. I'm not always caught by surprise. I'm this one person that prepares many, many months before I go into something that I really know that it is going to happen in the near future. Of course, when you go for exams, when you go for studies, you know, there's that point in time that you're going to have to do these exams, yeah? And so you do whatever it takes for you to prepare. So let us try to encourage our children, African parents. Let us not be stuck in the ancient world back then, and thinking that you know, if a person is not passing exams, then they're done. No, it's not that. I am an example. I've been a very good student all my life, very good student, and I have people that are proud of me. Even my parents are very, very proud of me. Yeah, but it is something that happens. You get what I'm trying to say? There's a very good comment that my sister made. I am blessed to have a white sister, a sister from another mother. Her name is Shiraz. Big up Shiraz if you're watching this. I salute you. There's something she told me. She was very, very busy. And she's like, Chris, you know what? I'm going to talk to you when I come to Uganda, but this is what I have to say. Remember, this is the third time I am failing. And inside me, I feel like I am disappointing the people that are proud of me. But of course, I am not, because they understand it from a different perspective. You get? They understand it from a different perspective. So these are the words she told me. Chris, shit happens, but it doesn't mean that everything is lost. Man, this this has bitten me so far. I repeat the statement she said. She said, Chris, shit happens, meaning that not every time it's going to be on a silver platter. But when shit happens, it doesn't mean that you've lost everything. You can still go ahead. Wow. Guys, I also dedicate it to those people that are going through this tough time. More so students that are doing professional exams. You know, professional exams are exams that are hardest because there are no other places that you can fetch marks from. For example, back in the university, you could have a coursework that could cover up for you. You get what I'm trying to say? Back in university, they could give us alternatives that we had to choose from. Like they give you 6 questions and they're like, do four that you're very well conversant with. But now for a professional exam like ours, all questions are compulsory. And you have a a very big detailed essay, essay that you really need to read and understand because you need to apply to the exam. You are not going to get answers from the blue. It's not about reading and cramming. that is that is the biggest bit of this SCCA exam. Most of people that are doing the strategic level, they, there is no reading and cramming. No, if you don't understand, you're writing nothing. But remember, this is a huge chunk of essay that you need to read through and then form an answer that is worth giving your marks. You get what I'm trying to say? It is really, really hard. Yeah. But if you fail, I'm gonna tell you the same advice that they have told me, guys. Shit happens, but it doesn't mean that you've lost it all. And remember that we are not dull. I am not dull, and I refuse to be dull. Why? Because I've never failed in my life. This is the first time it is happening. But shit happens. It is always not going to be on a silver platter, guys. Okay? So, you know, accept accept the situation, and let's move on to take on that next exam, to take on that next course, because we are doing this because of the main cause that we have, to better ourselves, to get opportunities that are really worth it. I come from a very, very poor background, and this is my best motivation for me to work hard always and always again. I'm gonna tell you my story one day, and I think I'll have to start shooting. Yeah, I'll shoot. I think episodes of my life journey, and um, if you're not really doing well, I think my story is going to motivate you and know that you're not in this alone. You're not suffering alone. We are going through a lot. Okay, so back to this matter. The second advice that my sister gave me to make me strong, she said, Chris, not every person that has succeeded has not failed. Yeah, you're always going to fail or fall somewhere in your life, and this is what is really happening to you now. But what is going to distinguish you is not quitting. Yes, because I mean, when you fail these exams, at times you have that feeling that maybe you're not meant for this. Have you ever thought about it? Yeah. Yes, because we learn about all these professional exams after you're done with high school, because during your elementary school or primary school, you're just going to school because I mean your parents want you to go to school, and they are the only ones who know the benefits of going to school. Yeah, and even high school. Yes, most African children think going to school, we go to school to help our parents. You get, and even it goes worse to the parents that force their children to do some certain courses that they do not want. Like the parent wants you to be a doctor, but you do not have the passion of being a doctor. You get what I'm trying to say? You don't have the passion of being a doctor. You don't have a passion of maybe say being an engineer. But because of the poor background that you come from, they want you to do that. So most people just go to study because their parents want them to attain that. Otherwise, they're going to kick them out of the house or stop feeding them, and they can get to street. So they end up going to school because their parents have told them to go to school. Yeah. I'm so blessed that this is not what is happening to me. Of course, when we are children, you always dream about being a doctor, yeah. I think even when I was doing my O level, in my head, I did not want to be an accountant. Yeah, it was engineering, but because of it's not that I failed, but the mark I got could not give me that course, the PEM course in HSC, unless I had repeated, and of course I didn't want to repeat. So that is how I changed to to accounting, and I am really now I enjoyed accounting during my university days, and it was really worth it. I think it's the best choice I made, and I feel I will die with this ACCA course, and I am finishing it by next year. I have to be done. Yes, by next year. have to be done with this course, like it or not. Yeah. So this advanced audit and assurance exam is not surviving. I'm going to redo it in September, man. That's the fuel I have. Yeah. Going back to the advice that my sister gave me, she's like, the the difference that successful people have is that they do not quit even when they fall, even when they feel like quitting. There is that reason in the back of my mind. I need to be okay. My goal in life is affordability, having a good life, because I've been in a bad life for so long, and I'm almost making 30 years, 30, but ends have still not met. But it doesn't matter my age, never. I refuse to make that a factor. I know there will be that day that I'm going to make it. Yeah? The Bible I read somewhere, it says when the time is right, the Lord will make it happen. Okay? And the Lord always helps people who help themselves. So you're not going to wait for that time that the Lord is going to make it happen, yet you're not working upon it. Or you decide to work upon it, but because of the failures that you find along the way, you quit, and you don't think of going back, and you think you will make it. My friend, we need to be consistent. We need to have it all together. Okay? We are not supposed to give up. So last one, my mom, my Israel mom, yes, told me we need to look at the very bigger picture. Right now I'm only remaining with two exams. And she says, I need to be proud of what I've so far accomplished. I did two papers and passed one and failed one. So I need to be proud and take heart and appreciate myself for this that I have passed, and accept that this has failed for now, but it's not going to do it. It's not going to fail me anymore. You get what I'm trying to say? So everything happens for a reason. Guys, let's not give up. Let's keep on pushing. We can make it no matter what. We can make it. There is nothing that is going to stop us from fulfilling our dreams. Okay? That is one thing that we have to know. There is nothing that is going to make us fail to fulfill our dreams. Remember, if you want it, you can always get it. But it depends on the fuel that you have, the determination that you have, and the goal behind why you are doing this. Yeah? Yes, I don't want to be a motivational speaker, and probably you've heard this, but maybe it may sink in more if I talk about it, if I decide to talk about it. Yeah. So yeah, to every student out there doing a professional exam or doing anything to do with school, school shit is always difficult and boring, and probably that is why most people do not want it. But yeah, we have a reason as to why we are doing it, and the time we are putting into this boring routine will always yield that big harvest that we shall be very happy and grateful to have uh within our reach. You get what I'm trying to say? So with this, guys, I want to thank you so much for watching this. Thank you so very much for being a part of me, and please, yes, my YouTube channel has just started, but yes, guys, let us um, like, comment, subscribe, yeah, and this will be a very good start. Yeah, thank you very much for listening. Until next time, bye bye.